How you doing? We're here with Ginger and Desert Creations. I did a big old flip cup landscape, and now all I'm gonna do is install a cow right in the middle of it. Let's go, Pete. This is Cheapy Joe Gloss Medium from Montmart, Floetrol, and M1 paint conditioner to thin it to, I don't know, this milkshakey consistency. Should only need to be fairly thin, just to give us something that we can carefully install our cow with. So I'm gonna push all the way up to the edge just to make sure that everything has a chance to look like it all started out as one thing, even though it didn't. We're gonna start with our horns. Include some bronze. Whoops. That was unfortunate. Okay, so I may have to push the... Well, let's see if I can encourage it to scoop over a little bit. Keep bumping that tripod. That is not the desired effect. Okay, we're gonna scrape it over as much as possible. Get it into the shape that we want as much as possible. Clean up the edges with a rag. It's better to remove a bit of it than to complain that we've got wispy bits of antler in the sky. I would like the tips to be pointier than that. So let's see if we can push it into a point. Okay, I think that's the best I can do with the horns. Now, very carefully tilt this around, because the big blowout will serve me better going away from me. Alright, first blowout. Nerve-wracking part A. Okay, not a bad start, but I'm attached. Now we just gotta shape cousin it here. Swipe in, chin sort of thing. Still quite a lot of paint going on here. Two little rows for our little friend's little chin here. We put in this little X sort of anvil nose upper lip thing, like hereabouts. Really need to get the nose right, because that is kind of partially what defines our little cow friend here. This big X anvil shaped little nose. it goes up at the corners. So let's make it go up at the corners. It's really easy to lose your shapes. Carefully, carefully. Let's try to move in some more of the dark color for that bottom lip because we're losing it a little. Shape our little teddy bear ears here a little better. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up a little bit higher. Have to make sure we obscure the colors below, otherwise we'll have problems. Eyes are a little wider than the nose. little impression that our friend here has eyes. Then we gotta see if we can do the hairdo. See if I can give the nose some better definition. See if we can fix our horns a little bit better. You're damaging the paint underneath. Okay, so that means that we need to try to make our horns bigger. To sort of cover this problem in the sky. And I definitely don't want see-through horns. It'd be really quite unfortunate. Should I try to define the eyes a little better? Very carefully. Yep, that is definitely the best I can do with that. There it is. Let's see how it dries. Right now it's a little crazy. Hopefully the horns look okay. And hopefully everything looks okay. Got our swirly whirls and our teddy bear ears. We got our little comb over, bitty eyes. Best approximation of that nose that I could do. Oh boy. I don't know that I was ready for the depth of face. Anyway, we'll see what it looks like when it's dry. Stay tuned for the dry result. This requires a ton of fixing. And if I wasn't almost out of time, I might start over again. But we're not going to do that. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep the cow in most of her glory. I'm gonna ditch the horns, and I'm going to try to fix the background. The cow herself is okay. She's quite abstract. She's got a little more jowl than I probably would have appreciated. She's got her hair in her eyes in this funky way that I wanted it, but I didn't want it, you know? Because I'm just being contrarian like that. The problem is, this supposedly invisible base, when it's too thick, gets distractingly messy. And I could try to very carefully sand and sand and sand, but I don't feel like sanding my heart out for the next century. And these horns are just a mess. Just a mess, absolutely. So, what I'm gonna do, I am going to tape off our little lady cow here. And then I am going to try to repair the background, that little bit of grass right there at the edge of the ear, the sky, and blot out and restart those horns. And I wish I had a little more time to do this because, oh boy, I'm running out. I gotta crunch. So yeah, we are going to re-pour that sky. We're gonna tape the hell out of it. A little bit of clear gesso. Re-pour this sky. Re-pour that little bit of ground right there at the edge. Then we will figure out the horn situation. Make it look a little better, I hope. And we'll see if we can come up with something we like. Having fun. So yeah, well, we're gonna make the fixes, at least one, if not two more videos. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye bye.